Hey everybody, it's Norm from Tested. I'm here in Seattle today for the SteamVR Developer Showcase. It's a dozen game developers showing their virtual reality games and experiences. Some of them I've only seen for the first time. I'm gonna go play some demos, chat with developers, and give you my impressions. The first game I'm gonna play is Budget Cuts, which has portals. Let's go check it out. So I'm here with Joachim of Neat Corporation. Your game is Budget Cuts, really interesting puzzle game. Can you explain the mechanic a little bit, your little locomotion mechanic you're using with portals?
Yeah, so we started experimenting with locomotion in VR because it's one of those outstanding issues that people tend to experiment a lot with. So we ended up doing teleportation combined with portals. So it's a way to smoothly transition in your teleportations. So that's what we ended up doing.
Now the portals you're creating, you're not actually walking through them. It's more of a way to preview your teleportation, give the user a sense of what the settings are going to be after they teleport, but it also plays in some mechanic for the puzzle solving and avoiding your enemies. How did you come upon that?
So we started doing a stealth game, and the portal was just an addition to that. So the stealth game mechanics worked really well in VR because you really get a sense of presence, like you're in the game, it's not your character. So when you're in the game, everything feels a lot more scary and the enemies feels a lot more intimidating. So the portal was just a way for making it a bit easier for people to peek around corners remotely.
Does that also inform your level design, having more corners, windows, and also you change elevation with the portals as well? How is that all balanced, having this mechanic?
So everything is just, you add everything together and, it's tricky to get an orientation of the entire level when you're teleporting around, but if you add the mechanic of being able to look around in the portal, it gives you a sense of space. So that's also why we had the transition in the portal. So it wraps around you, and when you do that, you get a sense of where you are and where you'll end up.
Now, in the demo I tried, you can interact with objects, pick them up. There are also weapons. Are you plan to more interactive items as opposed to just walking around solving the puzzles? What are the plans for Budget Cuts in the future?
We have a lot of plans. I'm not sure how many of them we're going to make in the final game, but it's a spy-themed game, so we're going to add a lot of gadgets or whatnot. So more gadgets, more enemies, more enemy types, and more interaction with the environment as well. So it's going to be a mix of a stealth game and a puzzle game.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, so I just got done with my demo of Budget Cuts. It's a SteamVR game that uses an interesting locomotion mechanic. What that means is the way you get around. So with room scale VR, the lighthouse sensors can map, up to a room, but what they want to do is get you exploring an office environment. And so as opposed to just teleporting, you can use the Vive controllers, point to where you want, shoot a portal. As opposed to instantaneously teleporting you there, what you get is actually a preview of what the environment looks like when you teleport there in the form of a portal. So the portal actually launches in a form of an arc. I press the trigger, it launches, then a circle appears in front of me, and I can move that circle around me as kind of preview what the environment looks like. This allows me to then look around corners if I want to shoot through a window, or even shoot to a whole different level below me or above me. I can then see, is that a safe place? I found myself actually using that even more than walking around. It was super comfortable. You just squeeze the trigger once you want to activate the portal, then it fills your entire environment, and you're almost instantaneously there. The puzzle mechanic itself, a lot of it in this demo was finding keys to unlock safes. Pretty basic stuff. You press a button, it triggers a security grid, and then you can go through vents. And the antagonists in this demo were robots that were patrolling. And once they spotted you, you could also collect weapons like a crossbow, some darts, some knives to throw at them. I couldn't get my handle on throwing the knives to knock out the robots, but it was really fun just to explore that environment. And the environments can be claustrophobic. They can design it to be claustrophobic, even though it won't feel like that when you're playing the game because of the portal mechanic. I really found myself not walking around the rooms a lot, but more jumping around. I think it's going to be a game that you can play without a 15 by 15 space, but still feel like the environment is pretty massive. So really interesting locomotion mechanic in Budget Cuts. And we'll have more of these demos on tested.com, more of my hands-on impressions. So subscribe to our YouTube channel, like the video, and we'll see you next time. Bye.